Hey guys, in this video we're going to be speaking about how to create a PowerPoint course using nothing but AI. Alright guys, let's go check it out. Now, assuming you already know what your niche is for what you're going to be creating and so forth, and you know the topic you're about to be creating, first thing we're going to be doing is going in and creating some content. Now, I've already gone over here to ChatGPT and I got it to create something about identifying your niche and audience. And this is the content which we're going to be using to create our next part. I'm not going to worry about reading to you all this. I'll just let the AI do the whole thing for you. Now, what you'll need to probably do is once you get all of this, let's move on. Let's go over here, just copy that. And we'll then move over to the next part. Here I am at Descript. Now with Descript, what I did was I just put all of my information in here and I made sure that I'll just show you quickly how to do it. You go over here to new project, go to audio project, then you go here to write AI script, choose the voiceover. Now I've already got some voiceovers that I have already pre-done. So if you're a paid member of this, you can add your own voice and clone your own voice. And that's what I've done here. And then you can just go put that in there. Make sure you remove all of that sort of rubbish, otherwise it'll read it out and it just chews up your credits. And then you can then go ahead and do it. Now I'm just going to not worry about that because I have already done this. I'll be right back. Now that we've already created our audio and so forth, it's now time to download this to your desktop or wherever you happen to be doing it. And let's have a quick listen to what this sounds like. This is me with my AI voiceover.
Identifying your niche and audience. Choosing the right niche and understanding your audience is the foundation of a successful online course.
Okay, that'll do. So you've heard what it sounds like. You know it sounds like me, so let's now just publish that. And we'll publish that at export. And we'll export that as an MP3. And we choose the file where we want to put it, which in this particular case is here. And then we go there. And I'm going to overwrite it, even though I've already got it, because I'm in the middle of creating an actual course that I'm going to be selling. So I've already uploaded that on there, but that's okay. I just wanted to show you the process of what we're going to be doing next. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is head on over to Word, and we'll put this into the Word document for myself already, and I formatted it the way I wanted it. So I put the introduction there, and I made sure I numbered everything to make it easier for the next step of what I'm going to be doing. So I'm just going to copy all of this, and we're going to be heading over to the next step, which is heading over to PowerPoint presentation. So here we are, PowerPoint. Now I would highly suggest that you go to the add-in section and then go look up ChatGPT PowerPoint AI. Now once you log in here and you get your PowerPoint ready to go, you right click here. It's what I always do anyway, and then just go over here to layout and get rid of it and make it blank. I like to make it blank, gives it a clean slate to work with. Then what we have to do here is go here to ChatGPT PowerPoint AI, and you've got several options down here. As you can see, you've got create from topic, create from text, create from YouTube, create from file, and hire an expert. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go create from text. Now I'm just going to click here where it says click here to add text. So click on that, and then what we have to do is just paste that text straight into there. Now we're going to hit continue, and then what I'd also like to do is I don't like the auto. What I do is I'll actually give myself I'll have a look at how many points I've got in this first by looking at this, and then I'll add an extra couple of points to it. So that gives me 7. So I'm going to perhaps 10 slides, 10 to 12 slides. So I'm going to make it 12 slides just to make sure I've got enough there. I'm going to go here to the advanced option, go to details. I'm going to keep it as detailed, and I'm going to get away from Unsplash, and I'm going to be choosing AI images to keep it consistent. Then we go in advanced AI, and I can enhance the text with AI too if I wish to. And I'm going to be doing that this time. I usually don't, but we're going to do it this time. Then we're going to go there, and in just a few minutes what's going to happen is it's going to think about what it's doing, and then it's going to give us this rundown just here. Now I'm going to be calling this one introduction. Go here, and that can be the first slide that comes up there. Even though it's got introduction to niche, I'm going to just go here. In fact, what I will do is I'll grab this, drag it over here, so you can see what I'm doing. introduction, and I'm going to just be all of that and place that straight into there. Go Control V, and there we have it. Now what we're also going to be doing is we're going to add another slide to it. The reason we're doing that is because they always add a extra slide that you don't need. So I'm going to say don't use. They always add that extra slide, and they usually put it in the number 2 spot. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, now let's bring this back up again. Why your niche matters. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put that into this spot here. Control B, and I'm just going to copy and paste all of these headlines right where we need them. So copy that again, and go there. And I'm not going to bore you by doing this in front of you all the way through to the end. I'll just pause the video until I'm finished. Okay, now that we're back, all we have to do now is go here to continue. Now, I always like to use this particular theme just here, but you can choose any of these themes along here as you wish. Then all we have to hit continue. And now what will happen is this will continue to think through what it has to do. It will then add the AI images that I've requested into the appropriate places. Sometimes what will happen is this area here, the designer will kick in once it's actually started creating the slides. And when that happens, it'll throw out this entire thing. So I have to, if it does happen, I literally have to get rid of it so that this won't muck it up. Now this will take a little while to do. There we go. As you can see, it's already starting to format it. Now there's some things that might look a little funky, but that's okay because we will fix that up a little bit later. And as you go through, it takes a while as it's finding images and creating them and putting them in there for you, so you don't have to worry about doing all of that yourself. It cuts back on the amount of time you need to do. So as you can see, there's all of this sort of stuff. It's just creating these beautiful images that you're putting in and just making it look absolutely stunning. Okay, so it's looking like it's getting very, very close to finishing. And I wasn't actually going to make you sit and wait for all this, but it's done it for you in the time it took me to talk. Now, remembering I told you about the extra slide that it creates that we don't need. Well, this happens to be this particular slide right here. They call it agenda. And for some reason, they always put this one in. So I added that extra one, do not do, because what it does is if it gives you 10 slides, it will literally only give you 10 slides and then remove one of them for you. So I'm going to just remove this one. I'm just going to delete that one. And I'm going to make sure that everything is matching right, because on the rare occasion, like I think it might be in this particular case, I'll get rid of that. On this particular case, I suspect I may have lost one of my slides because it still only has given me 10 slides. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly compare it and I'll be right back. No, that turns out to be perfect. Okay, that's good. Except for, I did notice when I was scrolling through that it did have an issue with one of the headlines. This one here. So that's an easy fix. All I have to do is just stretch it out a little bit. And that puts everything on that line. So it's not a hard fix. And if you want to, you can just rearrange things here. Now, I'm actually going to be showing you, I'm going to go through a little bit more about this. So I'm going to go and add some animations to this. And we're going to be right back. Now, I'm just going to get rid of that part there. We're going to go to animations. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on this one here and holding down the shift key, click on this one just here. I'm going to hit fly in, and then what we're going to do is, I forgot to mention, we need to also add the animation pane. Then I hit here, start with previous, and that way when you go into this one, it's going to just automatically come up on the screen. I'm not going to go through every single one. So I'm going to show you a couple on what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to also add some footnotes here so that we can actually have this completed in time to be able to show you the next step of the AI creation. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this one, holding down the shift key, grabbing this one, and oops, and this one. And then I'm going to hit fly in, and they're all going to fly in together. And then I'm going to make sure I hit start with previous, and I have to make sure I start with previous with every single one of them. Now, I'm not going to have it just slide up from the bottom because that's boring. So what I'm going to do in this particular case, I'm going to grab this one, and over here it says effect option. I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to have it come down from the top. I'm going to have this one and this one slide in from the right. And I'm going to have this one slide in from the left. Make sure when you get it does highlight that it does actually stand out. And this one's going to come in from the left. So if you were to have a look at this on the slideshow, this is exactly what it will come up with. That's exactly what we want. I'm just going to hit escape to get out of there. And I'll just have to do this. I want to animate it through the entire thing. I'll be right back, and then we'll move on to the next step, which is adding the content into the footnotes section. I'm going to raise that up a little bit so that you can see that, and then I'll add the content in here, and we'll be right back. A quick run through of what this is going to look like through the slideshow. I'm just going to very quickly race through it from the beginning so you can get an idea as to what it's going to look like when we're actually doing this. As you can see, it's all just coming in together, but it's coming in at a rapid pace, and what that does is it helps to prevent death by PowerPoint. It saves people having to sort of zone out during the PowerPoint presentation. Now, another thing we're going to be doing is saving this. Now, I'm just going to pause the video while I do that, and I'm going to save this as it is Introduction to Identifying the Niche. So I'll just pause the video. Okay, so it's Module 4, Video 1, Identifying Your Niche. Now I'm just going to pause the video until I finish doing it, where I save it, where I'm going to save it. Okay, now we're back. I'm going to just grab the content from my Word document, and we're going to be putting that straight into each section. So bear with me while I quickly find the first part. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab here, copy that, and we're going to be putting that straight into that area just here. Now it makes it easier for the next step of what we're going to be doing. I'm going to just run through and put each point into each slide, and then we can move on and do the next part. Put that in there. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm not going to make you watch me do all this. Okay, well, now that we've done that, we can now move on to the next part of the video, which is making sure that we go over to Pictory. I'll be right back. Pictory has this awesome thing called PowerPoint to Video. Now, the reason I got you to animate it first was because this does not animate it inside the actual thing. So what you have to do is do your own animations. So that part isn't AI, but that's okay. So we can just click on here, and I'm now going to drag that PowerPoint, which I have saved, which is why I saved it first. I'm now going to drag that PowerPoint straight into here. I'll go and find the file. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I found the file, so all I need to do is now grab hold of that file and drag it straight over here. And as you can see, when I hover over the top of it, it actually has that little purple highlight. So you now know it's going to hit straight into there. So as it's uploading, you'll see that it's fairly quick when it does it. It doesn't take too long. And as you can see, it's doing a little countdown thing. Then once it's done that, I want to make sure that I use the speaker notes for narration. Now, you can, if you wish to, use their narration, which is going to save you on a bit of cost if you decide not to go with Descript. I love Descript. I use it all the time. So I would highly suggest that if you do get hold of Descript, I'll leave a link for this in the description down below, by the way, and also for Pictory as well. If you click on that, this will create it for you. Now, I'm not going to make you wait while this is doing this, because this will take a while. And then it'll create all the slides, and remembering all the slides will be pre-animated, so it's going to just accept the pre-animation as is. We'll be right back. Now, this is what it sounds like if you choose to use its own AI voiceover. Have a listen to this. It'll take a second or two to wake up.
Introduction. Identifying your niche and audience. Choosing the right niche and understanding your...
Now, I would suggest go for a better AI if you can, or better voiceover if you can. And they do have 11 Lab voiceovers in here if you want to use those. And you can pick and choose the ones you want. Now I'm going to just remove this particular voiceover. And then I'm going to upload my own voiceover. So, because I already have a voiceover there ready to go. Just click on that. And that will take me to where I want to go. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the background music, because I don't like background music that they choose. So I'm going to just click on that, get rid of that, and go back to my uploads. And now I'm going to go find the audio I want to put in there, which is Module 4, Video 1, Identifying Your Niche. So we'll just go drag that over here, put that in there, wait a moment, and it will get it up and running. So I'm just going to pause the video until it's finished. Okay, it's ready now. So all we have to do is hover over the top of this one and make sure we click on that. You'll see a drop-down menu come down, and before you hit entire video. So click on that, And that's now going to sync that up to the entire video so that it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be perfect. And they seem to have made it perfect each and every single time. So I don't have any issues believing that this will line up with the audio so much better than having to sit there and record it and then having to tap through screen by screen, hoping you don't miss the mark. As you can see, it's starting to think about it. It's not going to take too long. And when it does start, we will be able to watch it from the beginning.
Identifying your niche and audience. Choosing the right niche and understanding your audience is the foundation of a successful online course. Why your niche matters. Your niche determines what your course...
Now I don't have any doubt whatsoever that this will have lined up perfectly to what I have here. And everything will be synced up the way it's meant to be. Okay, so I'm now going to just to say, yeah, it looks good. And then all we have to do is download that, and this will then download this to where we want it. So I'm just going to pause it until it's ready. Okay, it's ready. All we have to do now is hit download and put it wherever you want. Now I'm going to be putting it into this folder, not quite that folder. I'm going to be putting it into module 4. And one of the things I forgot to do, which I always tend to forget, is to add the name to it. So let's just go download the video, and we'll make this one. So just call it module 4, video 1, identifying your niche and audience. And I'm just going to hit that one, and that will now save that to the folder in which I want to do. And then you can then put this all onto a website. And in fact, I'm going to show you a video tomorrow of a particular website that I'm using, and that we're going to be having it create the entire course for us. In fact, what I just created was a module from a course that I'm currently creating. But tomorrow I'll show you the course platform that I'm talking about so that we can show you how it can create the course for you, or at least the outline and also the website and the various other ways in how it can be monetized for you. It's an amazing platform, so I will show you a bit more about that tomorrow. But at this particular point, this is how you then use AI to create your course content. If you got some value out of this video, how about you smash the like button as well as subscribe, and also hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we upload more videos. Hey, while you're at it, why not consider sharing, and also leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of this method on how to use all these different AIs to be able to create your course. Also to let you know, right here is a video I believe you might like. Down here is a video YouTube thinks you might like. And right here, well, that's an image of my head. And if you click on that, you will be able to subscribe. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.